Okay, wonderful, thank you. Thanks for the heads up. All right, check 1, 2, check. Great, wonderful. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to this press event this morning. We're going to have a few speakers up here to talk about the IRA community project funding for Rodi Road. We'll start with the Congressman, then Mayor Pauline Calabrese, and then Borough Manager Scott Andrzejczyk. So without further ado, Congressman, I will pass it off to you.
A little taller than you. I'll move this up. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. I am always excited to be in Penn Hills, and especially when I get to give and deliver a check to the municipality. So I'm excited to be here. I'm proud to represent Penn Hills and so much of Western Pennsylvania in Congress. And I think we all agree on a simple thing. People in Penn Hills, people across Western Pennsylvania deserve to have good, decent infrastructure. They deserve to have infrastructure they can count on, that connects communities, that supports not only cars, but folks who are walking, biking, people with disabilities. Everyone can get where they need to go and to do it safely. Folks in this area know Rodi Road is a critical connector for the community, and I've also heard lots of good ideas and plans to improve it, and I hope this investment is part of that. It's a big part of my job to be a liaison between the federal government and our local leaders, our allies and elected representatives in Harrisburg, Representative McAndrew and Senator Acosta, who are in the midst of a budget negotiation, to get federal resources back to our communities like Penn Hills. So that's why today I'm proud to deliver $800,000 of federal community project funding to Penn Hills for streetscaping and infrastructure improvements along Rodi Road. These are grants specifically requested by members of Congress. They're targeted to local projects that have local support like this one. And I want to commend my predecessor and friend Connor Lamb, who I know put a lot of hard work in the last Congress supporting this project and many others. These funds will do a lot of good. Penn Hills, like many Western PA communities, has older, unsafe, outdated infrastructure, and the federal government has to be there to help make these investments and improvements. Narrow rights of way, multiple curb cuts, lighting, and older building designs can be unsafe, expensive to upkeep. So these federal dollars, which I think will help, and will also fund pedestrian crossing signals, sidewalk improvements, should improve safety and accessibility and beautify this corridor. They'll be used to improve sidewalk and ADA access at various points along Rodi Road, and especially to access the beautiful new garden that the wonderful volunteers and garden stewards of the Penn Hills Shade Tree Commission and other places have created thanks to support from the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy. The garden just down the road, as many here know, used to be an old gas station, now is a flourishing place for people and pollinators to enjoy. That's important. I know the Penn Hills Shade Tree Commission is still planting trees up and down the Rodi Road corridor and across the municipality. I was out with folks a month or two ago for a planting in Penn Hills. I know you guys are working hard, so I'm grateful for your work. I should mention too, I'm working in Congress to pass legislation to fight this spotted lanternfly that is a real problem for our trees and for our environment. It's a rare bipartisan effort. That doesn't happen that often. That's important. So I think we should also give a round of applause to the superb community volunteers that put a lot of work in, many of whom are here today. So thank you. There's also a senior center just up the hill, and I think thanks to funding like this check I'm presenting today, it won't be such a pain in the neck for these seniors to enjoy the beautiful garden that's growing, and folks waiting for the bus stop down on Rodi Road will get to enjoy it as well. So the benefits of beautification don't just stop at improving the view, can help spur and attract new investment, business, and development along a pretty crucial corridor right here in Penn Hills. So all in all, I'm happy to be here, happy to present this investment to the people of Penn Hills and improve the Rodi Road corridor. I will keep fighting to bring federal resources home across the 17th district and to work with local leaders like Mayor Calabrese. It's all yours. Turn it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Congressman. This was a dream. This is part of a dream come true. Penn Hills is the largest suburb in western Pennsylvania with close to 30 neighborhoods. So this is a huge thank you to United States Congressman Deluzio and former Congressman Connor Lamb. You can't make these types of dreams come true without this sort of funding. So when the municipality, when we put in our share of this matching grant, we will be investing about $1 million into Rodi Road. That is our main corridor, our main business section. We are beautifying Rodi Road with help from the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy, with the Penn Hills Shade Tree Commission, and the beautification efforts along with these safety efforts is truly a good investment in our municipality. These will be, there will be sidewalks that connect the senior center. The sidewalks will be repaired, replaced, or installed where no sidewalks may exist. So this will be walkable now. This is a major, major investment, and it's a reflection of the federal government's faith in Penn Hills to be able to handle this kind of funding. That's a reflection of our staff, that's a reflection of our community volunteers, and that's a reflection of where our future is headed. I believe that Penn Hills is the next best, hottest place to be. With the state of the city of Pittsburgh right now, we are seeing a lot of businesses moving here. We have a law firm that's moved to Rodi Road. This is so exciting, and a huge thank you again for the federal dollars, because this is really an investment in our community, an investment in our economic development, and this is the future of Penn Hills. Thank you so very much.
Thank you once again, everyone, for being here. I can't say enough to our representative for delivering for Penn Hills the way he has. Someone once said that the government is us, the government is you and I, and that's really true. And so because it's true, it's really important the people that we send to positions of leadership and the positions and elected positions. As a municipal manager of the second largest community in Allegheny County, I like people that are advocates for Penn Hills, people that are going to fight for Penn Hills. And that's what we have here. We've been blessed in Penn Hills over the years to have some really strong leadership in Washington, D.C., and that's continuing now. Our mayor has made Rodi Road a priority since the day that she was elected. She's worked with volunteers and community groups, many of whom are here today, to try to get a project to coalesce. And it starts small, and that's what happened here. But we did make Rodi Road a little better. We did get people involved to encourage beautification there, along with this money that is going to finally get us to where we want to go on Rodi Road as far as connectability and sidewalks. It's been very important to the community. So it's really important in my capacity to be able to pick up a phone, to talk to the congressman's office. Their office reached out to us early to find out what our needs and our priorities were. So it's really important that we have people like Congressman Deluzio and Mayor Calabrese. They're advocating and fighting to make Penn Hills the best that it can be, because that's what we do every day here, and that's the kind of leadership that we need. So thank you again for your staff and for fighting for Penn Hills.
what has happened, what will happen next once the
Sure. The money's been allocated, and right now the municipality's working with PennDOT because even though it's federal funding, it has to go through PennDOT. So that's at the beginning stages now. I would expect construction probably late summer of next year at the earliest, probably.
Any other questions?
any one area, I'm also wanting to know, any one area prioritized more than the other along Rhode Island?
The priority is going to be the places along Rodi Road that don't have connectivity, the places where the sidewalk needs improved. We're going to spend a lot of attention on those areas, but specifically at the top of Rodi Road, as the Congressman alluded to, there's a senior center on Jefferson Road that connects to Rodi. I see people using that every day. Those ADA ramps need to be replaced. So the goal of the funding is to increase the safety for pedestrians, also new signal head replacements. So the goal is really also economic development too, because it connects to the plaza and some other developable sites that we have too.
Anyone else? All right. Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.